Hello viewers. In today's video, we will discuss concept of moment of a force or equivalent force couple system. There are certain prerequisite concepts. These have been discussed in the previous videos of this short video series. Concepts are line of action of force and effect of forces. Let us consider the example of two-wheeler two-wheelers vehicles kick. Let us consider the Cartesian coordinate system as shown. This is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So the kick is going to lie in xy plane and you are going to apply force P at location A as shown. I have extended line of action of force P using dotted black line. And let us say we want to find out the effect of this force P at point B. So you can perform a thought experiment. Whenever you apply force on a kick, there are two outcomes that you observe. One, the entire vehicle is pushed down and the kick rotates about point B. Let us say the distance, perpendicular distance between point B and line of action of force P is small d as shown. The question that we are going to ask is, what is the effect of force P applied at A at point B? So it has twofold effects. The vehicle gets pushed down. That means there must be a force acting in downward direction at B. So the first effect of force P applied at A is that force as it is. So that force as it is, I have shown here in red arrow and it is marked as force P. So point B will experience a push of magnitude P even though the force is applied at point A. And the kick will rotate under the kick will rotate about point B, to be precise about z axis passing through point B. Now this rotation is consequence of something called as moment of a force. And how do we define that moment of a force? So force P is acting at point A. We are looking at its effect at point B. So from point B, I draw perpendicular on line of action of force P, and that perpendicular distance is d. I define product of magnitude of force P and this perpendicular distance d as moment of force P in xy plane about z axis at point B. This is not very hard to imagine. So by definition, moment of force P acting at A at point B about z axis is P into D. So therefore, force P applied at A has twofold effect at point B. One of its effect is force P as it is, that is push of magnitude P as it is. And second effect is tendency of rotation under the moment of a force defined as P into D. This is called as equivalent force coupled system at B. That means if I remove this force P at A and if I apply force P at B and couple moment, and moment of a force of magnitude P into D in this sense, its effect on all other points of the body will be same as the effect of force P applied at A. So therefore we call it as equivalent force coupled system at point B. There are certain things that we should understand. We should always keep in mind the cause and effect pair. So If force is looked as a cause, it would cause translation as its effect. If force and moment of a force are looked at as a cause, then force would cause translation and moment of a force would cause rotation. So wherever you see rotation, that must be the effect of moment. Wherever you see translation, that must be the effect of force in that direction. Now let us consider another example. The shape that is marked in red is the body. As it is of arbitrary shape, that means I am not interested in precise shape and size of the body. On this body, I have considered point A, and at this point A, we are applying force P. I have extended line of action of force P beyond the body, and we are asking ourselves a question: what is the effect of this force P acting at A on a body at point B? To understand its effect, you can perform a simple thought experiment. You can pin the body at point B. That pin would then experience force push of magnitude P as it is. You can imagine that. So the first effect of force P at point A is that force P as it is at point B. Also, the body will tend to rotate in an anticlockwise sense at B. Imagine that the body is held at B. If it is held at B, under the action of force P at point A, it would have a tendency of anticlockwise rotation. This rotation must be caused due to moment of a force. And what is that moment of force? So as already discussed, from B, we have to draw perpendicular to line of action of force P. That perpendicular distance, let us say it is D1, then this force P acting at A causes moment of a force of magnitude P into D1 at point B. Now you will imagine, as I go on changing the location of point B, on right hand side of line of action of force, distance D1 will go on varying, and therefore P into D1 will go on varying. So we observe a very important point here. Moment of a force at different points on the body have different magnitudes. Now let us consider the effect of same force P acting at A on a body at point D, which is on left hand side of line of action of force. That means we have to hold this body with a pin at point D, and we have to examine the effect of force P acting at A. So that pin will be pushed by same amount as magnitude of P. Therefore, the first effect of force P at A at D is the force P as it is. Additionally, this, if we hold the body at D and it is free everywhere else, this force P acting at A is going to cause a tendency of clockwise rotation about point D. You can imagine that. This clockwise rotation must be under the action of moment of force, and by definition, that moment of force should be written as force P multiplied by perpendicular distance between the point and line of action of force. So we are calculating the effect of force P at A at point D. So from D, I drop perpendicular on line of action of force P. That perpendicular distance is denoted by D2, and therefore the magnitude of this clockwise couple moment is, clockwise moment of a force is going to be P into D2. So therefore, we have to note another point here. As we go on changing the location of point where we are considering the effect of force at A, not only magnitude, the sense of the moment also is amenable to change. For example, for all points on the body on left hand side of line of action of force P acting at A, this force is going to introduce a clockwise moment, whereas on all the points of the body on right hand side of line of action of this force acting at point A, it is going to introduce anti-clockwise moment. Now, what if we consider the effect of this force on some other point along the line of application of force? Let us say point C under consideration. So if I hold this body at C using pin and everywhere else it is free, and if I apply a force P at point A on this body, its effect at C is going to be pushing of magnitude P. So we transfer this force P as it is on C, and from this point C we try to drop perpendicular on line of action of force, but that perpendicular distance is 0. Therefore, moment of a force P acting at A at C is going to be 0. Therefore, we make another observation. If we consider effect of a force along line of action of that force, then it will only cause translation, it will not cause rotation, and therefore its effect is only force P as it is, and it would not cause any rotation. So therefore, let us summarize. Moment of a force by definition is multiplication of magnitude of force into perpendicular distance between the point where we are calculating the moment and line of action of force. Point number 2, if we apply force P at A on a body, on all other points except the points lying on line of application of force, this force is going to produce equivalent force couple system. Third point of the summary, moment of a force at a point on a body goes on changing in magnitude as you change the location of point where you are considering the moment. Next point in the summary, as you go on changing the point where you are finding out the moment of a force, it is likely that its sense also may change in addition to its magnitude. So with all these summary points, let us close the discussion for today. Thank you.